Hello.
Hey, what's up? Sorry, I'm late.
Oh.
I'm a little late.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
okay.
Sorry.
Korean television shows love to cast white guys who speak Korean. It's like on any show, if there's more than five people on the show, there will be like one guy who was born in the UK and then moved to Korea, and he's always like, he's the curiosity of the show. Everybody's like, holy cow, his Korean is so good. And you're like, yeah, he's lived there for 17 years. He has a family there. He has a job. He's integrated into the society, but even still they're like, "Holy cow, he can speak the language."
This is great. There's also that former MLB guy that's like 40 years old
I
that
don't want to insult baseball, but like I'm not saying he's in bad shape, but he's just a baseball player. Like
he's older.
he's tall, but like
Yeah.
I mean, if you put like I'm not the biggest fan of CrossFit, but if you give me like a 40-year-old baseball pitcher versus like a 25-year-old CrossFit professional in a fitness competition, unless the challenge is like who can throw a 93-mile-an-hour fastball.
I don't think he can do
And
that anymore.
you don't think so? He is in the
I don't know.
Korean league, but
The Korean Baseball League?
Yeah, have
Yeah.
you seen this, Sips, the Physical 100 on Netflix?
No, I heard about it though.
It's yeah, they're doing I guess like periodic
It's like
weekly
like a
releases.
non-lethal Squid Game with people who are
So
really
far.
in
Yeah.
good shape, right?
Yeah, it's
But don't
it's
don't they
great.
do things where they're like just hold on to the monkey bars for as long
That's
as you
the
can?
first episode. And then they have
I wouldn't be good
like,
at that either, by the way. Like
You
I
know,
would last
no,
like
I'd,
maybe
I'd be done in.
I wouldn't even last a minute, like maybe 10 seconds, and I would be hospitalized.
Well, that
after.
dude, they should. Well, we'll just wait for Mr. Beast to do it. Physical 100, but with the wide variety of streamer physiques.
Well, it'll just be like it'll be all the YouTube stuff. It'll be the physical 100, but it'll be like you have to eat hot wings, or you have to eat like a hot pepper, or you have to do
I'm done.
the cold
Yeah.
bucket of ice challenge or whatever.
You have to wake up before 7:30 a.m.
Yes,
for 2 days in
all
a
those
row.
really tough things for influencers to do. That'll be the.
I was thinking of having a streamer like Fear Factor, but it not so much like deadly animals and stuff, but just
No.
like
Just like leaving your
like-
house.
yeah, just animal
Going
stuff,
to-
like
taking
washing
part
the
in
dishes.
society.
Heartwarming.
Going to the library.
Lifelong 22-year-old influencer. They've been in the business for a decade. Picks up own takeout for the first time. You won't believe their reaction.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
I'm.
Take a shot.
Do I need to be invited by? Yes, I got it.
Yes.
I got it. So, how you guys doing? Holy crap, it's been a long time.
It's so long. It's
It's been,
like
yeah,
the
like
first
6
time this
weeks.
year.
Yeah, it's been a long time. There's just been too much going on, right?
Yeah, I mean, the holidays are always so nice because I'm like, oh, time to like decompress from the year that just was. But what I should be doing is decompressing from the January that's about to start.
Oh man, it's been crazy. Like, well, like especially for us.
For
'cause
you
my
especially, yeah.
Jesus, it's just been. She went back to school today though, so like
that's
she's
good.
kind of getting there, but it's still there's still like so much healing to be done. Like a skin infection of that magnitude is insane. Like it looks like she's
It's crazy.
Yeah, it looks like she was in like a fire or something. She looks like she's got like burns on her. It's crazy.
Do you know
Yeah.
how they get
How
it?
happened? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's strep. It presents itself as a type of it's like strep A, but then like one of the things that can happen when you get strep is you get like just a bad skin infection, or some people just like barf a lot, or some, you know what I mean? Like there's like a bunch of different ways that it presents itself. So yeah, it's pretty rough. Oh shit.
Dang, dude.
Well, my sister-in-law was telling me that like this was back in like November. The dominant flu strain is usually like influenza type B or something like that. But that season it was influenza type A. Influenza type B, you get a stomach ache, diarrhea, sore throat, runny nose,
Yeah.
weakness, chills. Influenza A, there's like a 5% chance your legs stop working.
Jesus Christ.
That's a
Yeah,
bad
that's
one.
nasty. It is nasty. Whoops.
5%. I ain't freaking with that, man.
Not for life, but like for the until you get.
Oh, but
Healthy
still,
again.
it's, Oh.
Yes. Big par. Big
Big
par.
par. Really big par.
Really big,
Really big par.
Yeah.
Really big
Big
par.
par.
So yeah, not that much like really is going on over here, especially comparatively.
Comparatively, I know it's always the way though, right? You think you're busy, and then you hear about somebody else having like a shit time. You're like, well, you know what? It's not so bad. It's not so busy. I wish that was me right now.
Yeah, man. Like I had to do laundry yesterday. That was awful.
Oh my god.
How
Jesus.
often do you do laundry, Malf?
Once a week for sure. Sometimes twice.
I'm a 2x weekly at this point.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
No.
imagine you would be.
Hey, what do I do on this one?
You gotta hit it hard up. You see the arrows on the wall?
Oh, you gotta hit it
Gotta
into
get
the
sucked
arrows.
up into the tube.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
Yeah, into the tube.
I'm in the tube. Oh
Just like,
man, I
it's
could
wild.
have one shot that had I known.
Yeah.
You guys should be really embarrassed right now.
I am.
After like 10 years of using shared laundry machines, it's so nice to just be able to like
Oh.
not wait in an elevator and like the whole like song and dance of waiting for other people to finish using the machine.
How about the best part of having your own laundry machine? Leaving your shit in the dryer for like a week after it's done, and then just picking your outfit out of the dryer clothes.
I need to do that. We make the mistake of actually folding laundry and putting it away and stuff, but I'm trying to say to my wife, listen, we just need big plastic containers, and when the laundry's clean, just chuck it all in there. Don't fold it nothing. Just chuck it all, like one
Well,
container
it'll
for
get wrinkly.
socks,
You
one
gotta
for
fold
undies.
if it gets wrinkled, you gotta fold it.
Yeah.
Or you just wear it wrinkly the next time and I guess don't care.
Yeah.
Which is also fine.
Yeah. I think if you buy a lot of just polyester clothes, they don't go too wrinkly, right?
Is that your preferred fabric?
Well, if it
What about
doesn't
latex?
wrinkle up,
Chiffon?
then yeah. Or latex would be fine too, yeah. Anything that shit.
Uh-oh.
I
I'm like my laundry is kind of like shameful because I have to run like I have to run it twice as often because I have like all these really stinky gym clothes, and then I get too lazy to fold the second load of laundry that's in the dryer.
Oh,
So
man.
eventually my wife will just have to like knock on my door and be like, I really need to wash a bunch of baby stuff for our baby. Like,
Yeah.
could you please vacate your clothes out of the dryer?
I mean,
and
at
I'm like,
least you
oh,
have
sorry.
stinky gym clothes. Like mine aren't even stinky gym clothes. It's just like gamer stank. That's it. I just like my clothes smell like I sit around at a computer for 14 hours a day gaming because that's all I do.
What is gamer stank though?
Oh, it's
a
like
BO.
just like a really stinky sort. Have you ever smelled a pair of track pants? Well, you probably have, right? Have you ever worn track pants to the gym before and gotten really
Yeah.
sweaty in them? And then they kind of stink after, you know, like because it's like like they're like a heavy fabric with some like baked in stink because of your sweating. I think that is gamer stank, honestly. Like I think it's that. I think it's just you sitting around getting all clammy and your clothes absorbing it all up and then stinking, you know?
I think for me, gamer stank is like when you could take your underwear off when you get in the shower and you can smell your genital region without having to do the test, you know? Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could just smell it ambiently, then that's... I'm not gonna say I've never been there, but
Oh god. You just take your
It's a bad
underpants
one.
off and it just this enveloping smell.
or like when you go to the bathroom and you're like, oh, I need to shower. I've been there, but I have not been there in a long time. I'm a one a day consistent shower.
Oh no.
Different people, like I get into this argument quite frequently. Different people, they got different needs. I need to be one a day. Not everybody needs to be there. Some people are once every 2 days. Some people once every 3 days. Some people are probably twice a day. I'm a once a day. That's my equilibrium.
I'm a once a day as well, but timings on the once a day vary. Like
Really?
For example, sometimes like I'll shower in the morning, but then sometimes I like to shower at night instead. But then
bed.
there's like a crossover every once in a while where I'll have showered in the morning and then the next day
Yeah.
I'll
got like
shower
a
at night.
36
So
hour.
yeah, it's like just gone over a day, but it doesn't happen that often.
I've switched hard
Oh, crap.
to night showers. It's nice.
It is nice. It's nice to go to bed
It's-
clean. Right?
Yeah. And then if I really feel like I need it for whatever, sometimes I will shower in the morning as well, just as like a little wake me up or
Yeah.
what have you. But by and large, the night showers, it's nice.
I don't think that like I can go outside without showering. Like I wouldn't be able to perform at the level I need to perform at to accomplish basic errands.
Yeah, I get that, which is kind of nice because I don't go outside that often now. So like sometimes I will wait to shower in the morning if I know I'm gonna be out and about. But I have the same feeling. It's like when you go outside and you don't have your wallet.
Oh,
and
dude.
You just feel you have this like weird aura of nakedness, you know? It's like that.
No, I hear that for sure. I'd be like well, you know what? It's weird because I have this thing too. Like I feel like I can't stream if I don't have socks on.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Like
I
it
get
just
that.
I don't feel like I could be at my best. Like it's almost like the tip of my head and the tip of my toes make like a circuit for conversation. Like I need
Right.
to have socks on in order to complete the circuit. I know it's weird, but like
Yeah.
I think if I go outside without showering, I would be like, oh.
Yeah.
Have you
everybody,
ever
I'm a little
streamed
worm.
in? You're wearing a t-shirt, but you're not
Yeah.
wearing socks, and you're wearing a bathing suit as like your bottoms.
I've never done that. Have you
Never.
ever done that?
I've never done it, but I would feel comfortable doing it if I had to.
Really?
I know this for sure. Yeah, it wouldn't bug me too much.
One time in 3rd grade, I forgot my gym shorts. And you got in trouble if you didn't wear shorts. So I just like played it cool and pretended like my plaid boxers were just like. And I was sad that nobody said anything. It was.
I remember my brother ran out of clean underwear one time and wore a bathing suit as his underwear. Like so he had his bathing suit on underneath a pair of jeans, like as underwear.
That's just
One time.
uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, I guess he just really needed something under there, but I mean, I
Dude,
can't
this is
think
an
of some-
honest question. I know it's not going to be, I mean, it's a long time ago now, 3rd grade, but like, how did you run in boxer shorts with like nothing constraining you? If it wasn't your stuff just flapping around all over, or like, okay, is like a little too vulgar, but I feel like I don't wear tighty whities, I wear boxer briefs.
Right.
Same.
But like, if I was wearing like silk boxers, I feel like the tip of my you-know-what would be rubbing up against the boxers on every single, like every stroke of my leg. So I wouldn't be able to focus. I'd be like, this is just too much. It's not even like, oh, this feels so good. You just be like, oh, this is like stimulation overload.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
Anyway, your
remember.
thoughts?
I
I'm just
was
thinking
like,
about the tip of your you-know-what right now. I just can't get that out of my mind.
I was paranoid about the button. You know, it had like a little button on the front too. So.
Oh, yeah.
And I do remember we were at the start of gym. We're all sitting in the circle, and you're crossing your legs. I was like, I just hope something doesn't like poke out. You know.
Oh, I hear that.
You know.
You get those boxers sometimes. I don't wear boxer briefs. I just wear full boxers with like the little
That's
like
so
the,
Canadian.
The little
flap.
the little flap thing at the front, right? Like
Did you
the
buy
button on
them
it.
at the Hudson's Bay Company?
No. No, I mean, I would have had to buy them like over 20 years ago. Like I like to change my
Yes,
undies
that's true.
at least once a couple of years, but
Order them online.
or order them online. Yeah, like Malf just said.
Do they ship to Jersey?
The Hudson's Bay Company, do they still exist? I thought they went.
Oh,
or was
dude,
it
no,
Eaton's
they're-
that went?
Eden, I don't think is really around anymore.
There's the
Zeller's
Eaton
is
Center.
gone.
It's the mall, but
Yeah,
I don't even think it's called the Eden Center anymore, though, is
Yeah,
it?
I
in
think
Toronto, yeah.
Isn't it
the
called
one-
like the
one
Cadillac Fairview
Well, it's like-
Retail Emporium or something?
Oh yeah, I think Cadillac Fairview bought them out or something. The Eaton is
Oh.
still in it. It's like the Cadillac Fairview Eaton Center, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, man. Just bring
Apparently,
Zellers
it's
back.
still the place, right? As far as I knew, right? At least it's not the Rito Center.
the Rideau, le Centre Rideau. God, I miss the old Rideaux. Oh, finally.
That's where I've seen some of my favorite movies there. I saw the first Pirates of the Caribbean there. I saw Reign of Fire there, and I
Why
saw
there?
Superbad there.
Why?
Well, it's just
of all places.
So, you know, I
I
grew
saw
up
that-
in Kingston,
Oh,
and
right.
like my parents, they wanted to like take me on vacation, but they didn't want to take like a lot of time off work, so we would just drive like 2 hours to Ottawa or something like that, and then go see a movie at a different movie theater.
I saw the Jackass movie at the Rito Center.
Hey!
What the heck?
The very first one. But listen, what I was saying about the boxers, I got the
Yeah,
pocket
yeah.
with the button, and then you got like the stitching that leads up to the pocket, and
Right.
sometimes depending on like how you're walking or running or you've been sitting, sometimes the tip of your you know what will rub up against that motherfucker, and it hurts like hell. Like it
No,
really
I
makes it
couldn't
makes
agree
it
more.
raw. Yeah, like I hate that. I would be tempted to switch to boxer briefs just to avoid that situation, but you know, I don't know. It doesn't happen enough to really warrant
They're
it.
just nice, you know.
I feel like their form, their function, they got everything the body needs.
It's like if you drew a line of best fit graph. That's boxer briefs right there. It's the line of best fit.
I'm on the elevator. I've done it. I've only gone and done it.
It's just like we've solved men's underwear. I am surprised when I hear that. No offense, Sips,
crap.
but I'm surprised when I hear adult men say that they wear boxer shorts.
Yeah, well, I'm an older guy, I guess. Maybe it's
Yeah.
like a
Well, you should be on
generational
the
thing, you know?
tighty whities then.
I used to have the Yves Saint Laurent boxer briefs. So when I was a young buck, I used to have a couple of
Yeah.
pairs of those bad boys. Some
When
Calvin
you're clubbing
Kleins.
it up, you're like, oh, I might get lucky tonight.
I had some Calvin Kleins as well. Yeah, you never know.
Oh wait, I might get lucky tonight. Let me put on my Joe boxers with a dog with sunglasses giving a thumbs up
Dude,
that says.
for a
"Don't have
while,
a cow, man."
Joe boxers were like the Kleenex of the boxer brief world.
Yeah.
If all the
You didn't
coolest
say
guys,
I'm gonna put on my boxer
Man,
briefs.
Kleenex is crazy, eh? Like the fact that the brand is just known at, you know, like you say
And
pass
Band-Aid.
me and Band-Aid too, yeah.
So true, so true.
Pass me a Kleenex, like you'd say that about even like a no-name brand one, right? You would just call it a
Yeah.
Kleenex. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, not
Or-
me. When I'm very specific. So if I'm at like a restaurant, I'll say, "Can you please pass me some Western Family facial tissue?"
Could you pass me a Loblaws brand facial tissue, please?
And some PC Blue Menu sparkling lemonade, please.
I do hate. People were telling me a while ago at some places in the States, if you ask for a Coke in a restaurant, they'll
Yeah.
ask you like, "What do you want?" and then you say, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'll have a Pepsi." I was like,
Yeah, Coke is it's regional for soda in parts of America.
Really?
hate that.
My 2 cents though is that there's no good word for soda, because soda sounds like so formal,
Yeah.
and then pop sounds so like I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody, but
So
it just sounds kind of like
sody pop.
I mean, if it's
So-
between Coke and Pepsi, you could just say a cola, and then they'd be like, "What kind?"
I think
I'll have a soft drink, please.
I
Like,
think
what does that even mean?
the same way that Coke is like has become like the word for soda in America has to be the same way that Pepsi has become the word for soda in Quebec, right? Like
It has.
is
it has-
that a thing?
I didn't know that.
it must be. Yeah, I'm not sure
Oh.
100% if that's the case. I'm guessing, but
Who are your sources on this?
Source, I made it up.
well, I made it up,
Just trust me, dude.
from my experience, everyone in French Canada loves a Pepsi. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but I just distinctly remember them being like pro Pepsi and not.
I do seem to remember
Not so much
anytime I
about the
ordered a pizzagetti, a double pizza.
Yes.
I would always get a cup of Boreal and a Pepsi. The Pepsi was just like, it was like the bread at Olive Garden. They just hand it out.
Dude, I will say a pitcher of Pepsi hits different.
Pepsi.
Oh, at like a
Pizza Hut
Pizza Hut
base,
lunch
yeah.
buffet or a birthday party. As I used to think it was the height of class when we went to Denny's, which was like once every 3 years, and you get like a little carafe of orange juice or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, well, that hurts. You got it in 3 strokes, huh?
3.
You know, I was in the mood.
Why are you such a cheater? Hey, I started playing Hitman 3 today because there's this new like
Dude,
roguelike
yeah.
contract
Yeah,
mode.
yeah.
I'm playing that tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
excited.
fun. It's hard, but I haven't played Hitman in a while, so I'm a bit out of practice, but it's really fun so far.
It's my intention to play it, but I have to beat Midnight Suns first so I can free up the 80 gigs on the hard drive necessary to install Hitman.
I saw that you're still playing that. Is it that long? Like, why is it taking so long to?
It's a lot longer when you only stream like 25 hours a week, and you only
yeah,
play
of
it like
course,
once every 4 days,
Yeah.
and then you also play through all the DLC in one stream that just
Wait,
came
there's
out last
DLC
week.
for that too?
It just came out.
All right.
It has Deadpool and his own unique brand of chaos.
Oh.
Did Ryan Reynolds do the voice work for it?
He did not, but actually, I mean, like I know we're in like a post Deadpool is cool era. They did a pretty good job with the Deadpool stuff.
How many Deadpool movies were there?
There's two, and
Two.
I think they're making
working
the
on
third
three.
one.
Oh, right.
Yeah, with Wolverine.
I can tell they're making the
Hugh
third one because I
Jackman.
can't go fucking anywhere in Vancouver without like a sign that says filming in progress. Please walk 17 kilometers out of your way to get to the coffee shop you were trying to get to.
Oh, that's kind of cool though.
Dude.
I mean, at
like,
least it's for Deadpool instead of the global original series Family Law, which screwed up my whole routine last summer.
Family
I was
Law.
like, why? But literally, there's like more people walking around the film set right now than are gonna watch the show at any point in its existence. So, like, you should basically just put the kibosh on it to begin with.
Did you guys watch that 90s show?
Yeah.
I will never.
No,
I did.
I was thinking of never watching it myself, but on the off
I
chance that maybe it's not as terrible as it looks, I thought I should
So,
ask.
I mean, it's got more of Red and Kitty, which is Pog.
Right.
And
Well,
then
Red and Kitty, like from that 70s show, like the mom and
yeah,
dad
so
are in
like
it.
without like basically Eric and Donna have like their daughter, and then she likes Point Place or wherever it takes place, so she actually spends the summer living with Red and Kitty.
Oh.
And it's just like a lot of it is pretty much the same as that 70s show where they like hang out in the basement and stuff, and there's like, you know, it's not terrible, but it's certainly not good.
It's not good.
Do they still smoke weed in a circle?
Yes.
I think that's fucked up. It's not legal yet.
No.
Wow, this is a tough one.
This is tough, yeah.
Well, you have like I don't know, maybe like a 22 stroke advantage right now. So I think you're probably in the clear.
I just did the same thing. Oh wait, no. No, slightly different. Good.
Oh.
Perfect.
You're giving narc vibes. I'm not gonna narc on them. I just said I don't support it. But I am happy that if they're doing it under my roof in a place that's safe.
Hanging out, do 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 do, on
Same old
across the
thing.
street. Do, do, do. Is it the same music?
Yeah, it's like a 90s kind of version of it, but
Oh right. So it
yeah,
sounds
it's a
like
little more
like
punk,
Nickelback this
rock,
time,
rock punk,
or
No,
maybe
no,
like Creed.
no. Nickelback is like early 2000s.
I guess it is. Yeah.
Late
You're right.
90s maybe, but
You're right. It's like probably more late 90s, honestly.
did I stroked out, man.
But it's ironic because How You Remind Me would be like a great theme song for the show because it's all about like
Thinking of the
hey,
other
remember
show,
this? Exactly.
This is how
is
you
how
remind
you
me
remind
of
me
that
of-
70s show.
Never made it as a Eric. Couldn't cut it as a Kelso neither.
But one of the actors from that 70s show is like in jail, right? Or should be in
Yeah.
jail?
Yeah,
potentially?
he's a bunch of sexual assault, rape allegations.
Yeah.
Allegedly, he's like the devil.
Right.
He got Donna into Scientology.
Really? What, like,
Apparently he was the one,
really?
or like the actress that plays.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a plot on that 90s show?
It should be,
Donna
dude.
escaping
Well, it's
from
around
the Church of
I
Scientology?
think
Yeah, when did Scientology start up?
No, it'd been around for a while.
Aren't we about due for like another cult?
Maybe. If you're lucky, if you play your cards right.
I think we're still processing it, honestly.
Oh.
Dude, that man, why does Tom Cruise gotta be? I mean, his movies are so fun.
Isn't it
John
like,
Travolta? John Cruise?
Who the heck is John Cruise?
John Cruise?
He changed his name. It's a
I mean,
Scientology thing. They're Johns, all John. They all have to be.
Would be the
John.
most powerful
Ah.
actor of all time if you combine the
John.
acting of Tom Cruise with I don't know, the height of John Travolta.
Well,
John
no,
Travolta's
John Tra-
cheeks are like camel humps. They're
Take
like holding
John
water.
Travolta in I Am Wrath.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah.
when he says it's wrathing time. Is one of the moments in cinema history.
What was that movie that he was in that wasn't very good? It was like a sci-fi one, and he looked like a Klingon.
Oh,
in it.
Battlefield
Oh
Earth.
yeah,
Oh, that's
I
the
mean,
one. Yeah.
I think it's an understatement to say that Battlefield Earth wasn't very good.
I never saw it. I just heard.
It got like 3% on
I heard
Rotten
it was
Tomatoes
pretty
or
bad.
something.
Yeah.
It's like unambiguously in the running for worst movie ever made, I'd say. At least worst movie that got like a wide release.
Why is this happening?
It's got some
today?
great quotes though.
Is it going down the wrong one? Oh, maybe.
You gotta jump apparently.
Oh, you gotta
I'm
jump. How do you jump? Space?
Just click on the mouse button.
Oh, I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, no, I was thinking
No,
too
it
much
didn't
about
work.
John Travolta in like Grease.
Dude, and like that one you told me to watch, The Poison Rose, where he's getting sniped at on the football field and he kills the sniper with a perfectly thrown spiral.
And you know what? I think that movie is the Brendan Fraser Renaissance. That's what kicked it off.
It is. It's hard to believe that he wasn't nominated for an Oscar for his portrayal of the mental hospital doctor in that movie.
Isn't there a new Brendan Fraser movie out now? Or is that the one that he
The
was nominated for?
Whale.
The Whale?
Yeah. And then after that, he's got the Mummy reboot, The Daddy.
The Daddy. Okay, but what is The Whale about? Because if it's about what I think it's about, based on the picture on the front, like, is it good? Like, he was nominated for an Oscar,
I haven't
right?
seen it. No, he got like a 10-minute standing ovation.
Did he?
Yeah, like one of the like Toronto International or some film festival, I think.
Toronto.
Maybe not the Toronto one.
Hey,
You
that's
know.
a big film festival.
TIFF is
don't it?
huge, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess it is now.
Yeah, get fricked, kid.
Sorry.
it's better than
It's
Biff.
not all
Let's put it
Ottawa
that way.
this, Ottawa that.
Ottawa. Well, yeah,
He's
so let
always
me
talking about Ottawa.
Yeah.
Oh, they
that's,
drink Pepsi in Quebec, which is closer to Ottawa.
Oh, have you guys ever
Okay,
been to the
alright.
Museum of
You're not
Civilization?
even from Toronto, Malf. I don't know why you're
No.
defending it so passionately.
Because you know when you
It's
live
not,
there
I'm not saying anything
No.
about Kingston, Ontario here. I'm talking about
not from
Toronto.
You
Kingston
can, you
either,
can
I
say
live
whatever
near
you
it.
like.
Oh, you're
honestly.
not?
It's-
I thought
No.
you were from Kingston.
Technically, the closest city would be. I mean, I was born in Napanee, so I'm an
Alright.
Avril stan. So anytime you come at Nickelback, you know,
Right.
just I gotta because they're married, right? So I
No,
gotta-
they used to.
Wait, they are?
They
They
got
broke
split
up.
up?
They broke up like maybe 11 years ago or something.
What? No, they got married 11 years ago.
No,
didn't they?
I think they broke up a long time ago.
If
Oh,
they
dang,
broke up
dude.
11 years ago, then Avril Lavigne would have been like 13 years old. Isn't she like a kid or like just
Oh,
become
she's
an
like-
adult
She's like
or
a
something?
couple years older than me. She's
Yeah,
one
she's
or
probably
2
like
years.
37.
What
Yeah,
the
she's
hell?
she's in between us. Sips.
Oh,
I'm glitched out. This is
I
not
don't
very
believe
fun.
you actually about that. Oh my god, I ran out of
Why
shots.
don't you check the Wikipedia? Actually,
Right, look, she's 38. There you go.
She's 38.
Never kissed a girl.
The hell? where did that time go? God.
no, I did not go to NDSS. I did not go.
Boo!
Boo.
Boo! What are
She's
they? The
38
eagle, the
years
golden
old.
eagles or something? Boo! The griffins.
Oh, I forget what they were.
I never tell people what high school we went to, but if you're from Kingston or the surrounding area, I always just let them infer by asking about like the 7 most noteworthy high schools, and I'm like, oh, it's not one of those.
Yeah,
and
it's-
then they're like, oh, you just strike me as having KCVI energy, and I'm like, I wish, man. I remember when we went to KCVI for the trivia team
yeah,
regional
reach for the
tournament,
top.
and I was like, I didn't know that other schools like could be this good. Like their cafeteria had vegetables in it. They had like more than one hallway. It was crazy.
Oh, it's huge. Do you remember that one guy in the competition? He was like he was sketching on paper, and he wouldn't even put his head up, and they would just like answer the question. He keeps sketching because he thought it was so cool. Like, oh,
I
I'm
remember that
sketching
guy,
and I'm
yeah.
like getting all this right. I just want to punch him. It's freaking.
You remember how our team went like 0-6?
You were the only one who knew anything. I think I remember specifically. It was like, what's the Heisman? What's that guy's name?
The Heisman.
Heisman?
Yeah, there was a question about that, and I said the Heinzman or something like that, and they're like, that's close enough. That's like the one thing I got right. What the frick?
I just remember we have a mutual
They gave
friend
you a
who
point
was
for the
on team.
Heisman?
Oh, we needed it.
Yeah.
We needed it to get it.
Oh.
But we have like a mutual friend, and it was like, we'll name. Everybody had to answer the question, like it wasn't in order. It wasn't just like one person could buzz in on this one. And they were like, we're going to name 4 professional athletes. You tell us what franchise they played for. And they were like, Maurice Richard, Jean Beliveau, Doug Harvey,
Wait,
Patrick
Maurice
Waugh.
Richard. Yeah, they.
His ass buzzed in, and he's like, Chicago Blackhawks.
Come
I was like,
on,
we're
God.
this was at like 9:01 a.m. We're gonna be there for 8 hours. So I'm like, this is gonna be a long ass day. Well, good match, everybody. Good match.
It was close.
Good match,
It was pretty
GG.
close. Holy crap!
Yeah,
That last.
I'll take
goal
it that
was the
14,
worst.
14, 14.
Yeah, right. Impossible. The Heinzman has always been a big thing. I don't know how you're gonna guess the Chicago Blackhawks with a name like Maurice Richard, right? Like, you hear Maurice Richard, Patrick Waugh, and then 3 other French names, and your guess
I
is
know,
the
yeah.
Chicago Blackhawks. I don't understand.
Well, the worst part is that I know that he just chose them because he's from Chicago.
Oh.
So I was like, if anything, you should pick any other team because you're probably most likely to know the players from the team where you grew up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also remembering because someone in chat said, "Does LaSalle High School mean anything to you?" Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the days we were supposed to do trivia, they were gonna come to our school for a home game. Our ass is sitting in like the resource room for 90 minutes, and then our coach comes in and says, "Oh, they canceled on us. Everybody go home." But this fucking school bus left like 45 minutes before that.
Yeah,
So
you
what the
gotta
hell are
take
we
the
supposed to
late bus,
do?
Man.
Jesus.
Hated the late bus.
Oh, you don't want to be on the late bus, man.
Wait,
It's like
so
being part of the Breakfast Club.
Was this elementary school that you took the bus to
High school.
This is 12th grade.
What, did you guys live far away from school or something? That you had to take the bus?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
both,
we drove-
both public school and high school.
We drove a little bit in the 11th and 12th grade, but
Yeah,
not every day.
but it was not walking distance. If that's what
No,
you're
not even.
Oh, yeah.
not
Yeah,
even
my
close.
like for public school, it was like a half-hour journey.
Jesus.
You got to get up. School starts at like 6:51 a.m. at that age.
Those are the days, man.
Oh,
you just,
my
like,
God. Did you guys have a rotunda at your high school?
We
you
did
have-
not. I
Oh
don't
my
think
God.
a rotunda. Wow, we would have killed for a rotunda.
We had a rotunda. It was really sweet. It had a bench, a round bench in it, like a big circular meeting space. It was like the central point of the school. It was great.
See, this is like what you were saying earlier. Like I thought were having a hard week, and then I find out that you had a rotunda in your high school.
No,
and
I
I'm
know.
like, oh,
I-
jeez.
Yeah. How the other half lived, huh? Like that's. It's just.
We didn't have a rotunda. We had a line tunda. We had a bench.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that
for lunch
sucks.
they fed us cigarette butts that they scraped off of the pavement outside.
Did you guys have
I
a
miss-
smoking section at your high school, or were you?
We did, yeah.
Yeah, we had
yes,
one too.
although you weren't like allowed to smoke, but it was like this weird.
You weren't allowed to?
No, I can't remember. Or it was like, I don't know. I think if you were, no, it's just like if you were underage kind of thing. But like a lot of time, kids didn't get busted for it. They would like, there was a specific area that was far enough away, so like if they saw a teacher coming, they would just like hide it.
Right.
Kind of thing,
Right.
You know.
Is a
Um,
rotunda bragworthy? If you're
I would
talking about a
say,
high
yeah.
school, I would say yeah, it is. I mean, what else are you going to say about your high school to make it stand out from the rest? Not every high school has a rotunda. Most high schools have a cafeteria that then doubles as like a performance stage for assembly.
Yeah,
We definitely
I
had that.
Yep.
Most high schools have a big gymnasium with some locker rooms and showers and stuff attached to them. I would say in the West at
Yeah.
least, right?
Yeah. With
Did you
the
guys
divider.
have a an ice rink, a public ice rink, and a public wave pool attached to your school?
Are you?
Neither.
What did you go to school at the
Is it
Le
private
Centre
school?
Corel?
It was like the high school was built and then they built like a leisure center right next to it, but they attached it on. So it was
What
like
the heck?
but we couldn't use the facilities without paying for them. Like they were,
So at
Oh, that's
lunchtime
pretty
you'd go swimming
crazy.
with the old ladies?
Well, you could if you wanted to, yeah. If you wanted to go in there and have a little swim with them.
But did you?
I never did. No. I was always too busy studying and just
Wearing your
acing.
Calvin Kleins?
Wearing my Yves Saint Laurent
Like
Calvin
Saint
Klein
Laurent,
underpants.
Joe Boxer.
My Joe Boxer underpants. Yeah, Dad, no, everybody's like, what are you bragging about? Well, I got a lot to brag about. I went my high school, turns out it's not too bad.
It's pretty good.
Dude, I was just talking about the story. Ryan knows this one where a guy, he would live down the street from me, but he saw that some I don't know what school they were originally from. They were in like the computer tech like
Oh,
exchange
this is my
program,
favorite.
and they brought in. It's like a 2 foot by 2 foot by the half-foot slab of ice, and put it on the cafeteria table. And then this very nice guy, but he's a big guy, comes in, and this is like after he got like a diamond earring and stuff, so he's like super tough. He's like, not in my house, son, not. And he's like the same age as them, so it was like, oh man.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Well, they brought in that like huge iceberg from the parking lot, and then they were going around to other people's tables and going like, "Hey, you guys need some ice for your drinks?" And we're like, "No."
It's dirty.
We weren't that cool, but we were cool enough to know we were cooler than them at least.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, then he took issue with that happening in his school. I remember it's like, not in my school. You like pushed him off his chair onto the cafeteria floor. Not in my school. Oh man.
Yeah, he's the
Oh,
same
that's
guy
so
that he every day after school he'd get a slushie at the corner store, the gas store by our subdivision, to the point where he actually just like got a slushie machine for his birthday.
Do you ever do
But
the
then
mix?
it wasn't good enough, so he started just like going back and getting the slushies at the store.
Was it from a Max Milk or was it from Becker's?
No, it was oh, what is it?
Did you do the mix?
Freddy's gas or Freddy something?
Did you mix
It's like a chain.
Did you mix the two flavors together to make like a swirling new
No,
flavor?
I never did. I would save up my like tips and stuff from work, and I'd buy like a Starbucks Frappuccino because they're like $3 for a bottle.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
You were buying Starbucks Frappuccinos in high school?
I wasn't. They didn't. Even
Yeah,
have
with the
Starbucks
money
when
I
was in high
was
school.
I was you know,
I'm,
some
I'm
people
just I didn't have a cup of coffee until I was like 21.
it doesn't count as coffee. It's just like coffee flavored sugar and milk.
Man, I didn't
know.
realize.
God, it's a close
Only,
game.
You know,
Really
this
close
is the later years. I would never have a coffee in the morning. It was always after.
My measure, Sips, for whether you went to a better high school than Malf and myself is, did you have foreign languages that were not just French? Or was it like, if you need a foreign language credit, then welcome to French class?
No, it was just English and French. We didn't have any
Oh!
other languages.
Well,
We didn't have
well,
religious
that's so
studies
cool
either. Did you
now.
guys have religious studies?
We did not.
No, we didn't either. Did you guys have a Catholic school board where you were?
Well, Holy
There is
Cross
one,
is
yeah.
in Kingston. Yeah.
We weren't governed by it. We were godless, but there is one.
Whoa.
Crazy how it's also like one of the best high schools in the neighborhood.
Right.
Also went there for like I went to cyber sports camp in like 1997 as a second
What?
grader. So it was like on March break. It was a bunch of elementary school kids would go, and it was like half daycare, like play some dodgeball with these other kids, and half like here's how you use Netscape Navigator and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I just remember that. Well, I don't remember this, but my mom told me like after day one, I came home from cyber sports camp, and I was. Well, we used to have a place in Kingston called Celebrity Sports World, which was like a roller rink arcade. But anyway, I came back from cyber sports camp, and I asked my mom what boobs were. I'd been introduced to the riffraff of the intercity youths. They corrupted me.
Wait, how old were you when this happened?
Like 7.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 17. What's going on in Kingston? You didn't know what boobs were until you were 17? Come on.
Dude.
Well, I wouldn't have known what they were, except I went to cyber sports camp.
Well,
so
yeah, that'll do it.
that taught me everything.
It's a crash course in boobs.
Also, remember that every day I got a Capri Sun like in my lunch, but I couldn't figure out how the fuck to open it. So
Yeah,
I would sit there for
come
like
on.
They
I would
had
sit there for
those?
like 15 minutes and be trying to stab the straw through the thing. Like it's a little embarrassing, but
I've never seen those in Canada before. You see
Oh,
them in
yeah,
Europe
they-
a lot, but
Are you loco?
well, I didn't. Did you guys get those high C like fruit shoot
Yeah,
things
man.
in like those
Absolutely.
fucking weird plastic bottles with like the
Yeah, I
twisty cap?
those.
you ever drink a chubby?
No, never.
But there's the ones with the foil cap only.
I don't know what the cap was like, but they
Like-
were
like
like
the bottle
sodas
looked
that
like
were
a-
small.
Like a bulb almost.
Yes.
Yeah,
And you had to.
those-
They were only sold at Giant Tiger.
Is Giant Tiger still going?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Holy crap!
My mom said at the one in Kingston, the last time she went by, there was somebody in front of the Giant Tiger shaving her legs.
Nice.
It's a classy establishment.
It is a classy place, yeah. Love a Giant Tiger.
Oh man.
Yeah, just don't tell Dan about it.
Why?
Because he thinks everything in Canada has like hilarious names, and he forgets that, like, what stuff is named in the States.
Very true.
Yeah. What's the Giant Tiger equivalent in the States?
Giant eagle. Oh,
No, there's got to be
it's
one.
America.
Though, right?
Everything's got to be named after an
It's
eagle.
a discount store, but it's not. Like, Walmart's not like it. Walmart's like a discount store if you like, but it's not Giant Tiger discounts, right? Like Giant Tiger's like one step up from like a dollar store, right?
Yeah,
Probably,
like
yeah.
if you had only been to Giant Tiger and then you went in, well, I guess it's like what it was like in Kingston, right? Like when we finally got a Walmart, we are like, holy cow, this
Big
is
lot,
this is nice.
apparently.
It's almost like Sears.
Ollie's.
I
Big
should
Lots?
put on like a collared shirt to go in here.
Dollar Tree, Big Lots, Ollie's,
Dollarama is the
General.
big one in
Dollarama?
Canada. Yeah.
I did get an email this weekend. It said, check it out, Dollarama now available on DoorDash. Just in case you
Dollarama, we
wanted
used
to
to have-
pay 15
we used to
bucks
have
for
one
something
called
from the dollar
the
store.
Looney Tooney. Used to, and I think it
Ooh.
was like $1 and $2 purchases. The Looney Tooney.
You got to feel for them with the kind of like inflation that they've had recently. Like you go to a dollar store here, there's shit in there that's like $6.99.
Oh, it's cray cray.
Hard to run a dollar store now. I mean, if the only thing you can buy for $1 these days is 95 cents.
True.
Yeah, I get it.
How do you do this one, Malf? Like that?
You
Oh
just
shit!
go
I
when you gave her.
think I gotta like position myself for a straight shot across.
Oh no, not enough juice.
Yeah, no, it's worth.
Oh come on.
Ooh! Hey, I forgot. I actually had an anecdote. Okay,
All
me
right.
and my wife, we drove out to the old North Road Plaza this weekend.
Right.
Had a delicious Korean meal.
Oh,
Okay,
thank you.
out in Burnaby. Well, here's the thing. My kid was going ape shit the whole time. Like she was on the bench, she was rolling around, she was like throwing her toy on the ground and stuff like that. She was going crazy, and I was going.
What,
I
like
was
having
making
a
jokes and-
tantrum? Like
not a tantrum, just like not sitting nicely.
Oh, right,
not
okay.
behaving with the decorum you would expect at a restaurant. I get it, she's 2. But and I was making jokes like, "Oh man, I can't wait for her to go back to daycare tomorrow. Oh, honey, how would you like to go to military school? How would you like to go to military school when you're older?" And just being like,
Just
"If you
sign
don't
here with your
I'm like,
crayon.
if you don't sit nicely, then you can never have anything you like ever again." And she's like, and then at the end of there was a table just across from us, and they got up, maybe 20 minutes after we sat down. And I'd been going off a little bit, right? And one of the guys stood up and said, "Hey, Northernlion, enjoy your dinner."
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, that's
I was
hilarious.
like, oh no. I was not on at all. I was like, all I was doing was munch, 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 and then like not yelling at my child, but like, calm down, and then like just being completely quiet. I did not make a good impression.
Probably sold a video you to TMZ.
I mean, honestly, at this stage, he deserves it for having to sit next to my child for that long.
Oh, you can't jump when you're on the brick bit. It's a no jump zone, I think.
I think you have to be in the water to jump.
Oh shit! This is the
But that's
hardest
the thing.
one.
That's why you got to be on your best behavior everywhere, because there's shooters everywhere.
All right, well, listen to this. I went to a zoo a couple years ago with my family in Bristol, okay? And so we went, and I only found out about this recently. I don't remember doing this, but apparently I went to the zoo with my family. I paid the admission price for everybody, and then the guy at the thing was like, "Do you want to like do this additional charge for charity or whatever?" And I was like, "Nah, thanks." Like,
You went.
I don't like to do them, you know, like, because it's everything, it's everywhere, right? Like, there's always
Yeah.
like add a tip or add this or you know,
Add a cup.
round it up for charity or whatever. So I was like, nah, thanks, it's fine. Like, I won't do it. I wasn't really thinking, and then this happened honestly like 5 years ago, and then just recently, somebody wrote into our podcast and was like,
Oh, no.
I just want to say that I've been listening to the podcast for years and stuff, but one time I was working at the zoo. Sips came in with his family, and he paid for the admission, but he didn't pay for the charitable tip. And the thing is that I get like a commission for every one of those ones that I sell. So I couldn't get my commission for that. So I unsubbed from him on Twitch. Thank you very much, you bozo, or something like that. And it was just like, holy crap, you really do have to watch like how you're acting in public, right?
For real, yeah.
Because he didn't. I don't know if he sort of said hi to me in a way where I would have realized that he was somebody who watched or whatever, you know?
No, I think from the story, it sounds like he was being sneaky. He's like, I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna catch him not donating
Yeah.
to charity so that the zoo can get a tax write-off.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start an actual charity where you donate to our charity, and then we split that up to all the charities that all these corporations try to get you to donate for.
Yeah.
And then, but we don't take it as a tax credit or a write-off or anything. So you're still donating, you're doing the good thing, but you're not giving like, you know, Walmart a tax write-off.
Yeah. But I think to like.
But why wouldn't you take the tax write-off?
Okay, I'll take it if you think I should.
No, but I mean to make it so that somebody has like gets a commission from it, but like I didn't realize that was the
You
case.
see that,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
That's wild, isn't it? Like.
It's like, would you like to donate $2 to charity? By the way, I get 50 cents.
Yeah,
Like,
but if I'd known that, I would have probably been like, oh yeah, sure, okay. But I didn't know that. Like, there's no way to know that. So it's kind of a weird one, you know.
I mean, you're gonna think.
So
that
if you're
this is
listening,
like a
please
joke,
please
but-
resub, because come on, it's
Please.
been like
Tier
5 years
3
now.
even.
It's been 5 years. I think let's bury the hatchet.
Wait, anytime I'm at, like, if I'm at McDonald's, I round up for Ronald McDonald House. And at PetSmart, they're always like, you know, they put something on the Interact machine that's like, would you like to donate like $2 to help pets in need?
Yeah.
I always say yes, just in case they know who I am, and also because it makes me feel good. But secondarily, we were talking about it last week. Don't force the employees to say thank you for that, because it always makes me feel weird that, like, at McDonald's you round up like $11.69 to $12, and then the cashier's like, thank you so much for your support, and you're like, you're welcome. It's 30. I donated 31 cents to charity.
Oh
But someone in chat said at Panda Express they ring a bell if you do the donation. See, that would
Really?
be like, that's an anti-incentive. That's a disincentive.
Yeah.
They ring a
But
bell.
then it's like, then other people ring a bell and you feel like you have to, because other people are expecting it. They're like, oh, there's another person paying. Oh no, they didn't ring the bell. Oh, they're bad people.
Don't ring the bell.
Don't ring the bell. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want the bell to be rung either.
Oh yeah, they should ring the bell when you don't donate, so everybody looks and goes like, "Oh, look at this guy."
In the I want to say in the past, I think it's how many weeks has it been since we did Canadian gaming? I've been
yeah,
meaning
6
to
or
tell
7.
you, I went to Cafe Ube not once,
Hey!
but 2 times in the 6 weeks that we haven't gamed together.
Yo.
And it was all right. It was just all right.
Well, it has a 3-star on random
It was
restaurant
just
bots,
okay.
so.
Yeah, it was all right. It wasn't too bad. So yeah, I thought you'd enjoy that.
I'm
thought I should
happy to
mention
hear
it,
it.
yeah.
Getting a little culture.
Thought I should mention it.
It seems to pop up like all the time.
There's
It's
2.
Like random restaurant. Oh, that explains it.
There's 2
twice
of them.
as many as I thought there were.
They're branching out. They're going worldwide, I think.
I got a bone to pick with coffee shops.
They want to bring the ube to the masses.
The bone that I have to pick is that the pre-made sandwiches are like always pretty bad, but if they have good sandwiches, they take a while to make, and I don't want that. I want them to have pre-made sandwiches that taste good.
Yeah, I hate the sandwiches that you buy in those little like triangle cardboard things with the plastic at the grocery store.
Would never.
And you get home and you open it up and you take a bite and the bread is all soggy. Fuck, I hate that so much.
Yeah, because they're just
using cheap bread in there. It's like they're not using anything good. So it's like all soggy and gross.
Make your own bread, biatch.
Yeah, I should, but I can't.
Oh, a business is bad, then just do what the business should be doing yourself, forehead.
Yeah, I'd rather
he's got 8 kids.
Store. Yeah, I'd rather go to a store and just buy a sandwich with not soggy bread. That's easier for them to do than it is for me to make my own sandwich with all my kids.
Why don't you just not eat
I don't
bread?
get a lot of free time. I don't want to spend what little free time I have making a sandwich.
Yeah, you got to be.
I got some gaming to do. I got some
WoW
and relaxing.
to grind.
Oh god, yeah. Gosh, I've been grinding WoW like crazy, Malf.
Are you gonna play Kerbal Space Program with that? Ryan? Are you gonna do that too, or are you gonna chicken out?
What is
it? Is it ever
coming out in like a month?
It's not coming out in a month. It's been delayed and delayed.
Expected release date March 2021.
Yeah.
No, I'm not lying. Chat, back me up. Back me up.
I'll play it if it comes out, but I don't think it's coming out.
Yeah, maybe they'll give you a free code when you go see Austin Powers 4.
Wait, is it coming out? There is a new Austin Powers coming out, right?
Yes. I was been saying this for years.
Yes.
He has been saying it for years.
I just,
just can't
I've got
wait.
my finger to the pulse.
Oh,
no, that's not good.
I did the same thing.
It was on my mind, this sandwich stuff, because of course I had that landmark tweet this weekend. I hope the guy who invented Egg McMuffin is getting his dick sucked in heaven right now.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I shouldn't. It's my own joke. I shouldn't laugh.
I don't know if they're allowed to do that up in heaven. I think it's seen as like not a thing that you do.
What,
right?
Wait, it's not a thing that I want to do, but I wouldn't mind being on the receiving end.
I wouldn't either, but I'm just saying, like,
it's heaven.
Yeah, I know it's heaven, but you're not allowed to go up there and kill people, for example. Like if that's you spent your whole life being a good Christian, so you go to heaven and slay. You're not allowed. Like you're still expected to uphold Christian values while you're there, right?
Well, is fellatio an anti-Christian value?
Well, I think it is.
Before
actually,
marriage,
yeah.
at least.
Yeah, I think you got to be married if you're gonna get here.
Well, I didn't say he has to be from like, someone he just met. I just hope it could even be from like a machine or something, or like a robot.
That is very unchristian as well. A machine sucking your dick? Come on.
Yeah, man.
What are you thinking?
I just hope he's happy because he earned it, honestly.
I agree. But I don't agree that a robot should be sucking his dick in heaven.
I don't care.
That's where I draw the line.
You're focused a lot on what's doing the act. I'm focusing on the man receiving the act because he deserves some compensation for his legacy on Earth.
Yeah, I'll ask my pastor what the deal is on that. I'll ask him next time I talk to him. Pastor Ron, is it okay for a robot to suck your dick in heaven if you invented the Egg McMuffin?
He's like, no, oh, absolutely not. Wait, in heaven? Yeah. And he invented the Egg McMuffin? Yeah, I'd say it's okay.
Oh shit!
It's the spilling of seed that's a problem. Why didn't
Oh.
say he has to be brought to
Yeah,
climax? And also, who's to say the seed would be spilled in the first place?
So
Maybe
you
they
could
wouldn't miss a
robot
drop.
could do like a dry suck on you as long as you don't
Just
come.
have like a little funnel, you know, like when you do an oil change.
You can't spill any seed. Wait, so is that the only thing holding you back from enjoying yourself in heaven? You just can't. You could take some. I was
Man,
offered
what's
some
the point?
medication for my waterworks problems, which would have effectively that would have happened, right? So maybe that's the deal. Then you take. Yeah, there's like you can have some like ejaculation complications off the back of some of this medication if you opt to take it. So maybe if you know that you're gonna die and that you're gonna go to heaven, you just pop one of those bad boys right before it happens, and then you're
Overdosed on beta blockers.
you're good to go. You're good to go in heaven, no problem. Get the machine out, no problem.
Hey, what's the name of those pills, Sips? That's so messed up that they have pills that make it so you don't come, but you have to be sick to get them.
Yeah, well, it's like I don't think they were intended. They weren't like made just for that purpose, right? Like they serve another better purpose, but for every positive, you have to have a negative. So the negative in this case is the positive is you can pee properly again. The negative is you're never coming again. I don't know. Pick your poison, I guess.
I mean, peeing is pretty important.
Yeah, but also peeing, having a nice flow and that feeling of relief when you pee is also pretty good too, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's all good. I like all of it, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't have to choose.
Yeah. I think I enjoy expelling most fluids that would come out of my body, right? Like it's usually like quite satisfying, right?
Well,
in a lot
here's
of
the
ways.
thing. The worst one is vomit.
Oh,
but
yeah,
even that
sorry.
feels good to release. It just feels bad until it's released.
Yes.
What about dry heaving though? That just doesn't
Oh,
feel
the
good.
worst.
Nah, it's
Nothing
not.
comes out and it hurts like hell too.
Let me rephrase because I'm getting a lot of question marks. It doesn't feel good to vomit,
No.
but you feel much
You
better,
feel better.
right after
You
vomiting.
Yes.
feel better for it, yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Having
When
said
you're
that,
doing
I
it,
can't
you're like,
remember
"Oh,
the
my
last
throat."
time I vomited. Like it's been so long, and I'm happy about that too.
I thought I might when I had norovirus, like a week and a half ago, but then I just sort of like knelt down on the bathroom floor for like a minute and coughed into the toilet, and then I was like, no, I'm fine.
My daughter, when she was admitted to hospital, we had to go like to an out of hours GP to have her seen.
Yeah.
Because it was like Sunday night and the practice wasn't open, whatever. So they run this out of hours GP from the hospital. So we went to the hospital, saw the GP, and the GP was like, "Okay, wow, this is insane. I've never seen anything like this before. I need to talk to the pediatrician." Pediatrician came in and is like, "This is nuts. Like, you're lucky that you came in when you did because this could have gotten a lot worse. But we have to admit her." So I was like, "Oh, okay." And my daughter was like, "Does that mean I have to stay over?" I was like, "Yeah, but don't worry. I'm going to stay with you and, we'll go home and get your stuff and everything and whatever." So we went home, got her stuff, came back. And, like I had to sort of say like, "Oh, we're just having a sleepover like at the hospital. It'll be fun. We'll watch movies, whatever." And she's like, "All right." Like she didn't take it too bad. And so we got up to the ward and she was in her bed and everything. And the nurse came in. She's like, "You guys hungry? You want anything?" And I was like, "Oh, just, whatever. Like, if you have anything, I'll take it, like tea or whatever." And she's like, "What about you? Do you want some ice cream or some Jell-O or some apple juice?" And my daughter's just like shaking her head a lot. And she's like, "Do you want all three of those?" And she's like, yeah. So she's like, "Okay." So she came in with ice cream, Jell-O, and apple juice. My daughter like plowed through it very quickly. And then I looked over at her. I was like, "How was that?" And she was like, "Good." And then she started doing like the heaving motion, like,
Oh,
and I was
no.
like, "Oh fuck, here we go." And then she's just like barfed everywhere. But then she was fine immediately after, which proves the point, right? It's not it's not nice to barf, but after you barfed, you feel great, right?
And then
It
did
was
you
just
get some
a-
more ice cream?
She got some more ice cream. Yeah, unbelievably, they gave
Yeah,
her more
gluten
ice
rally.
cream, and she ate it as well, and it was no problem. So I don't know.
If you really wanted to make her feel better, you should have told her when you were in the hospital, hey, at least we don't live in the United States, 'cause then this would be costing us like. Because
Yeah.
apparently, anytime you get sick in another country, you should just immediately be like, thank God I'm not
No, it's
American.
insane. I mean, for all that, she was in the hospital for 2 nights. They fed her, everything, like drugs, food, all that. I think in total we paid £60 for the out of hours GP visit. That's it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's not bad.
And then $400 for parking overnight.
Yeah, well, not quite $400, but it feels like it sometimes for sure. Yeah, fucking parking. Eh? I think that there would
crazy.
be like I think you can actually claim it back at the hospital if you're in the hospital. And you can prove that you were in the hospital, you can claim it back, but I don't know. It's like $15.
Oh,
You
yeah,
think
it's
by
not worth the
now
hassle.
we would
It's
just
not worth
have
it.
cars
Yeah.
that like when you push the lock button, they like just fold up into like the size of a briefcase, and then
Oh,
you can
Tony
just
Stark.
carry that into the store. I'm like, oh no, I left my dog in the car.
So that's how they make hot dogs.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god, what a shot. Oh, it's a par 2? I thought I was gonna to claw back some points there, but no.
There it.
American healthcare is a nightmare. I just can't imagine
just-
having to pay that much because I grew up in a country where we didn't have to pay like upfront like that, and now I live in a country where I still don't have to pay. So I've never had to pay a huge medical bill before in my life, and
I would just
it
like
would
to
feel
say
like
that
shit if I had to at this point.
I hope the guy who invented socialized medicine is getting
Yes.
his dick sucked in heaven right now.
Yeah,
And eating a McMuffin.
and eating
While
a McMuffin.
McMuffin.
And I hope that it's a robot sucking his dick as well.
Sure, why
Oh my
not?
god, this guy is having it all.
Yeah, but but I hope it's a very precise robot that knows not to suck to completion as well. Like just stops right before, right?
Ah.
To keep it.
Or he has
Little
some
edging,
of those,
yeah.
those kryptonite pills that you're gonna message me about after the stream.
Sorry,
No, it's
to take my shot. Do I have to go in the cannon?
Yes.
yeah.
Nope.
Okay, that is got him.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. Tier list of guys who have their junk sorted out in heaven.
Do
Sorted
you have
out.
to time it with the explosion, or does it not matter?
You gotta
You gotta,
go in
like-
when the doors open.
Yeah, when the doors open, get in, but don't go too far. You might be able to bounce it up there too. I don't-
I could have bounced it actually. It looked like it would have taken the bounce.
What does he mean? Junk sorted out? in
Just like
heaven?
you know, they're set. They're like made. You know, they're gonna get a lot of dick.
Oh, like those recipe videos that were like sorted. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Just like you know, people like the guy who invented penicillin. He's probably getting a BJ a day. Easy.
I hope the guy who invented paid parking he's got the beans above the frank right now.
Paid parking.
Yeah, because I don't like him.
No, yeah.
I hope he's got the beans above the frank.
I
Quite
don't know what
frankly.
that means.
You've never seen There's Something About Mary?
I've actually only seen bits of it. I've never seen the whole thing.
Malf
Oh,
is too
come on,
young
you
I've
to
haven't
seen
watch
the
it.
I've seen the hair gel scene.
Oh, of course.
That's
You haven't
a-
seen the beans above the frank?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
can do it.
nothing's coming to mind. So I guess
Considering
not.
you've seen Ready to Rumble like 20 times, you gotta see. You gotta see. There's Something About Mary.
All
What,
right, I'll add it to the list.
What movies have you guys seen recently, and what's coming out that I should try to watch? The movie I watched recently, which actually came out somewhat recently, I think, was the remake of All Quiet on the Western Front, which
Oh yeah, okay.
I thought was good, but also really, really depressing as well.
I don't know. I want
it's okay. The good guys won.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, it's just like Gotta stop watching stuff like that. 'Cause it just doesn't spark joy, you know. I know it's well
Everyone
done and
keep-
important and stuff, but like it's still. I don't know. I need to watch something a bit more upbeat, I think.
Well, everyone keeps telling me to watch Puss in Boots, and I told them I'm waiting until
yeah.
they make Puss in high heels.
Puss in Boots. Meow.
It's just like my 7th time trying to make that joke work. I just got like a notepad next to me that's like Puss in thigh highs with like a
I
drag
think
through.
maybe
Puss
like
in.
Puss in Uggs or something.
Puss
What
in
the
Uggs.
hell is that?
Christ,
Puss in
Mal.
Uggs.
I don't know.
Wild.
Just way too specific as well.
Disgusting.
What the hell's your problem?
Well, they got
Puss
it
in
got people
Uggs.
talking, so I guess.
Oh. How does this one work?
Puss in Crocs. That's a good one. I like
Yeah, but
Crocs too.
do you get the? Well, you know what? Whatever. It's not.
Puss in Crocs with socks.
No, explain it, Ryan. Explain it. What's your problem with Puss in Crocs?
Well, it's like the joke is that you're using the second meaning of the word puss,
Puss in Boots
and
is
then
great.
instead of boots, you're picking something else that is frequently fetishized.
There is a Puss in Boots. Antonio Banderas does Puss in Boots for Shrek, right? But they made a show, a Puss in Boots show. Did you know?
Puss in Flops? Like flip
Puss in
flops?
Flops.
No, thanks. That's
It
okay.
sounds fun. Puss in Flops.
Antonio.
That rolls off the tongue.
Antonio Banderas.
The Mask of Zorro. Zorro is fox.
I'm bad. I'm
Par.
bad at golf.
Got par.
I watched Megan.
Puss in.
Oh, let's
did you?
go.
Wait.
I need to see that
the
still.
horror movie one.
Yeah, Megan.
Megan. That's a
it's
that's a
fun.
robot.
She is a robot. Yeah. No comment though.
Dude, they should do like Alien versus Predator style. It should be Chucky
Alien versus Predator.
Megan.
Alien versus Predator versus Chucky versus Megan.
Yes.
Oh my
is
God,
it Megan or
it's
Megan?
Megan.
I'm
It's
actually-
Megan, but it's
Okay.
much funnier to say Megan,
Megan.
in my opinion at least.
Dude, oh man, that's a $1 billion idea. Chucky versus Megan. You're welcome, Paramount or whoever.
Wait, do you think they'll have some Fortnite skins for Megan?
I think it's within the realm of possibility. I give it like a 15% chance that they put Megan skin in Fortnite.
See, Fortnite will get Megan skins, and then Fall Guys will get All Quiet on the Western Front skins.
Yeah.
Because their skins are just like that, aren't they? They're just like they're skins of things that should just not be made into skins half the time, and normally aimed at a much older demographic as well, right?
Fall Guys has I saw it in Justin's stream. They got SpongeBob now, man.
Oh wow, that's a big get.
Yeah.
But I do feel like it's always like, Fortnite is like, hey, coming to Fortnite, current president Joe Biden. And then Fall Guys is like, hey, remember who let the dogs out? Is
Cool Runnings.
We've added all three of the
It's like
Baja
with my
Men.
credit card.
Oh man, yeah, I would.
Remember
I would
Ham Taro, the hamster dance song? We added Ham Taro in the Fall Guys. You can collect little bits of hamster food to unlock new parts of the skin.
Banshees of Inisherin with Colin Farrell.
Yeah, that's the Colin Farrell and
And the Elvis.
what's the
I don't
guy?
like-
He's in the Eternals movie. He plays the
Brendan Gleeson.
yeah. Apparently he was in 13.
No, wait, you're
Foster
talking
Homes.
about something. You're talking about another guy whose name I've forgotten. But
Yeah, he was like in 13 foster homes.
Barry
growing up.
Keogh.
Yeah, and now he's like nominated for an Oscar. My man.
It'd be more impressive if he was in 13 Ghosts and then he got nominated for an Oscar, because that movie, woof, not
Oh.
very good. Not
13
very
Ghosts.
good.
Here's a sequel idea: 13 Ghost Ships or mashup.
Dude, 13 Ghost Ships. Now that would have been.
Man, I have
something.
no idea what you guys are talking about.
There's a movie called Ghost Ship.
Oh, okay.
I
It's
don't
about
know,
a ship full of ghosts.
Yeah, probably.
Is the ship itself a ghost, or does it? Are the
I don't
inhabitants
think so.
of the
It's not.
ship?
It's not
No.
Ghostbusters.
They're at my local movie theater. They're going to be showing Titanic 3D.
Wow.
I don't know. I
No.
didn't even know that they still did 3D movies or even bothered with it. But
I wish that the driver of the Titanic had some 3D glasses on, because this shit was coming right for him.
Oh man.
It is kind of wild to think, you know, they just ran into an iceberg.
Bro, like it doesn't move.
It's
If
huge
it had,
as well.
if I'd been there, it wouldn't have gone down like that. Let's put it that way.
Ryan, your Rose is like you're Billy Zane in Titanic. That's who you are.
I have an opinion that is, I think actually, like, people over the age of 50 would be like, you should be in prison, but people our age are gonna be like, that's true. I don't think that men should have to get on the lifeboats last. What? Kids? Kids? Sure. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
to me.
get them on last. Yeah.
But like, you know, like once all the kids are on the lifeboats, I'm like, it's rock, paper, scissors. I hope they got enough capacity for everybody, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not saying it should be like one man, one woman. I'm saying like, you know, it shouldn't just automatically be like the women get to go next.
Lifeboats like a real life IRL QuickTime event. Like you gotta do something.
You gotta press W on your keyboard quickly when.
Well, I think
when the
that's
prompt
what I'm
comes
saying
up.
is like, you should just get on, and then, you know, if your wife looked at you and was like, what the hell? You'd be like, well, I'm already on. What do you want me to do? Like,
I say
you want me to
seat.
you want me to get off the lifeboat?
They gotta
No.
load balance out the lifeboats, I feel like. Because if it's just women and children, and if they're just prioritizing children, you have one lifeboat and it's just filled with children. What the hell?
Oh,
like, what are you
man.
gonna do? What if they get stranded
Okay,
on an
you know
island
what?
and then you got Lord of the Flies on
Lord
your
of the
hands?
Flies. Yeah.
You're
man.
absolutely right. I'm
They
going
gotta
down
load
with the
balance
ship.
it out. You gotta have a couple of adults on there, and then a couple of kids as well. They can't just you can't just do one whole. You need a mixed load.
At least what they gotta do, put like a GoPro with each lifeboat so that if they do get stranded, then you can like, you know, capitalize. You gotta show, you know, real life battle
what's the-
royale.
Imagine
What's
that as a YouTube video. With
What's
your
the
GoPro.
GoPro for?
The GoPro is so that you can make a video after.
You
It's
can
all
make
said and
a
done.
it's like a just like a Truman Show BR.
I've said it a few times, but like, I think if I were in like a disaster situation, well, let me put it this is like not an I almost died story, but when we were on the Disney cruise on Pirate Night,
You almost
the
died.
ship, well, the ship did catch on fire, and then
Whoa.
at first we were all like, whoa, there's real fire, and then someone, like a page, rushed out on stage and started talking to Chippendale, and then Chippendale ran the fuck off stage, and I was like, we're all gonna die.
Jesus Christ.
Well, once the mascots started, like, they got ushered into like a special door I didn't even know existed on the side of the ship, I was like, oh no, that's like the panic room. We're all done.
Man,
But
that's
I
a great
was-
movie.
I was like following the instructions that were on the announcements and like starting to move towards our muster station and stuff like that. 90% of the other people on the ship were going like, are they gonna redo Pirate Night? Are we ever gonna, like, there's supposed to be fireworks. Like, I don't want to leave and like miss my spot. I had a really good spot to see the fireworks. I'm like, if one of those fuckers is in front of me, and we have to like evacuate the airplane or something like that, if they stop to like go into their backpack to get a granola bar or something, I'm pushing them over 100%. You had your chance. If you're in front of me, you're in front of me. If you stop for even a second, your ass is going down.
Did they redo Pirate Night though?
They did not redo Pirate Night.
Come on.
Dude, people, I
fucking
was like just
bullshit.
happy to be alive. So many people were genuinely like, we
That
should
could
get
have
a
been your
partial
review
refund
when you
for
left
Pirate Night.
when you left the cruise. They're like, "Hey, can you fill out this feedback form?" And then you could have just simply put, "No repeat. Pirate Night is BS." M and then the number 8 as well.
I don't care if it is for our safety. I paid for Pirate Night.
Yeah.
I mean, I was worried that I was gonna like die. I was gonna burn to death in the ocean, which is already like an ironic way to go. And my corpse was gonna be dressed as a fucking pirate. Like, that's just not how I wanna. That's not the legacy I wanna leave.
I told this isn't how I go.
Matt, you look into the eyes of the witch from Big Fish. You see your ass burning to death at Pirate Night. I'd be like, I would never get a restful night's sleep ever again.
Dude, that reminds me of, so like, you know when you're in an airport and they have like the priority to like zone 1, zone 2 like gets like boarded first, and then like zone 3, zone 4 or whatever, like that kind of thing. It happened, and I was like zone 3 or 4. But then there's people from zone 5 or 6 that were just like waiting in the line ahead.
Shit drives me crazy, man.
And
Oh my
because
God.
at first you don't know, you're like, oh, are they actually, they are just in line. So I'm waiting behind them for like, you know, an extra 10 minutes looking like a fool. And everybody's just also waiting behind them. And then they're like, is anybody from zone 3 or 4? And then then we had to like move up. But it's just like, frick off, man. Like, you don't need to be in the line.
And then they're
You're
probably
gonna
like,
get on the
it's
plane.
forever to board.
Yeah. Like, freaking sit down, dude.
Like the lady had to tell me 6 times to go to the back of the line because they hadn't called my zone yet.
Yeah. Just like a joke.
Just listen to the announcement.
Did you pay for your ticket with air miles, or did you book
Cold hard cash.
cold hard
I don't-
cash?
Yeah.
Ash?
I don't think
Well,
you
I
can
mean,
get if you book
Visa.
a flight with air miles. Can you get an upgrade, like if you ask at the desk, or is it a big no? of
I
air
mean, I think
miles.
as long as you pay the difference. I don't know if you could do that with more air miles.
I don't know if you can.
I don't know how. I mean,
I don't really
I'm like
know how air
I'm
miles-
like a very keep it simple kind of guy when it comes to airplanes and whatnot. Just get there early. Get in line when I'm
Six or
supposed to.
7 double IPAs at the bar closest to the gate.
Yeah.
I was tempted, but I wasn't taking my mask off for those jabronis.
Do you guys still have to wear? Do you have to wear masks still?
No.
Are people wearing
They-
them a lot still? in
And
Canada?
the airlines are like, you don't have to wear them. We strongly recommend it. And then
Yeah.
like even I saw like one of the actual flight crew was wearing it, and I'm like, man, you're around a lot of people from all over. Aren't you like a little afraid? It's the holiday season. You might get a little something, something. You know?
I think his ass is like, just send it, man.
I don't know.
What a shot.
Even just like I feel like, you know, it's just a nice excuse to not even get like a cold or something.
Yeah. It probably helps.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought a plane was like the safest place to be, too. Didn't the airline sponsor a study that was like, actually, the only place you can't get COVID is on an airplane?
Really?
I know
don't
every
know.
other time you fly ever, you get sick, but this
Yeah,
one
I get
disease,
sick all the damn time when I
Yeah.
fly.
the airplane just uniquely is designed to kill it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I come to think of it, I felt great after getting back, except for my ears, because I double masked, so like I had
yeah.
like bruises on the top of my freaking ears, because
Jesus.
yeah. Hashtag worth it though.
Double
Can
mask.
you like so I stole this from chat, but can you lie about being an active service personnel to just get on the airplane early?
I don't know if you can, but
Hmm.
at certain airports in the U.S., they have complimentary internet-ready computers and shower rooms. I know this
So
because.
what?
Well, I mean,
Sorry.
if you're spending a lot of time in an airport, that's pretty big.
How's that gonna help me board early though?
It doesn't. Well, it does. It just take your mind off it.
Oh, that's true.
You're on the internet on a computer and you're taking a nice hot shower and stuff. You don't really care about boarding early. You're gonna
I
be late
guess.
if anything, right?
I've come around to boarding early though. I used to think like, what's the point? We're all gonna get there at the same time. Then I realized that the boarding process is not about getting onto the airplane. It's about a battle royale for the limited amount of overhead bin space.
Oh,
And nobody wants to pay for checked bags, so they
nobody
all
checks their
kinda rush
bags in
the-
anymore.
Yeah,
It's wild.
which is
Well,
fair. You don't want to lose
Because
them.
they freaking lose that crap. I've had it happen. And on I got in late, and they're like, yeah, there's not enough space, so everybody from this point on, you're like complimentary, you're gonna check your bags. And I was like, oh, frick, here we go. I get back. I was waiting in baggage claim for over an hour
Hate that.
Jeez.
just to get the thing. And I was like, I gotta to drive for many hours, and it's already freaking midnight, dude. What are you doing to me? So yeah, it's like, no wonder people don't like to check their bag, because you keep freaking losing it.
The hell?
I think you guys should check it though, so that I can take my stuff in the carry-on.
Oh, well, don't get me started. So there's this lady that sat in the. It's funny. She sat in the middle between me and this other guy. I'm sitting in the window. He's sitting in the aisle. She shows up and she just straight up point blank. She's like, "Can I have the aisle seat?" And he's like, "No." And he's like,
Wow.
"No." And she's like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yep." And I was like, "Oh man." And yeah, there was a lot of people couldn't have their bags on. She put 2 bags in the overhead.
Oh, dude.
I was like, so you're that kind of person.
You know what kind of person I am? I check in like my bags. Like I don't check them in. Sorry, I take carry-on bags. But then if we're with the kids, we end up with like a whole bunch of extra plastic bags filled with crap as well. So like not only are you putting your backpack up there, but also just random plastic bags full of stuff that they bought in the terminal or whatever too.
Wow.
That's the kind of traveler I am. Yeah.
Yeah, but you got kids. That's different. She was by
I can't
herself.
help it. It's the thing. They want so much stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, you can get away with like a lot of stuff if you have a child or multiple children. Like no wonder they get on the airplane early.
Yeah, they have to. They're basically just not getting on if they don't get on early.
They're just you can't rely on them to really be that efficient.
No, they're not.
Traveling with children is like my worst nightmare. It's not that bad.
It's not
because
that
like
bad.
you get all the training at home for like, you know, temper tantrums and like dirty diapers and stuff like that. So when you're on an airplane, you're like, oh, it's
Not just that. Most people are very sort of like they let you go first and stuff, and I think they're hoping that they can cash in all their karma so that your kid doesn't just scream the whole time on the plane. They think if they're nice to you, like in the terminal, that your kid isn't going to scream the whole way.
And you know, it's nice to tell ourselves like comforting lies sometimes.
It is, yeah. Oh my God.
I'm a fool.
No, I thought I had it.
Man, I hope the guy that let me get on the airplane in front of him is for real. For real.
My God.
Well, here we go.
No. Stop. No.
It is kind of hard to travel with kids. The more you have as well, the harder it is.
Oh, I can imagine.
It's a lot of, because it's simple things too. You know, like if you're on a big transatlantic flight or whatever, you're waiting for your next flight after you've landed after flying all night. You can't just fall asleep in the airport when you have kids because somebody will just kidnap them, right? So you have to be you gotta be on it.
That's true. Yeah, I never really thought about that, but that is true.
What the heck?
Took my daughter to see the hockey game on Friday.
Oh yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, the
Nice.
guys won.
We won, yeah, dude. It's crazy. It's like what, almost
isn't
the
like
end of
the
January.
coach from the Vancouver coach retiring?
He
or
got
something?
fired.
Oh, he got fired.
Yeah, he got fired because the team sucks.
All right.
It's not really his fault.
Yeah, it's this is the GM.
But like, you know, all she did for like the whole game was dance whenever it was like an inverted hockey game. Like whenever there was hockey, she was like, I don't like it here. And then whenever they were just playing some music in between the whistles, she would like stand up on the floor and just go like and then when the game started, she would sit down and be like,
Do they still play all the classics at the hockey game? Like, hey,
no, that guy got canceled.
Yeah, that's big time. It's that was Gary Glitter, right?
I think so.
Pretty sure it was. Yeah.
They don't play. The one I miss the most is. Oh
yeah, it's in Shaun of the
Oh
Dead.
yeah.
They don't. I don't know what happened. That's not in vogue anymore. For
I think they got canceled as well.
Kerncraft 400 got canceled.
No, I'm just joking. I don't know. Maybe.
I would honestly, on that one, I'd be inclined to separate the art from the artist because that song is really good.
Yeah, no, it is a good one. Do they ever play Darude Sandstorm at hockey game?
Yeah,
Yes.
now and then.
Yes.
I can't remember if I told you this, but the last game we went to before this, it was 90s night. We only stayed for 2 periods. They played the Friends theme song 3 times.
What?
There's a whole, I mean, like there's a lot of songs I think that came out in the 1990s. Why you just keep going back to the Rembrandts? I'll be there for you. I mean, I recognize like on 90s night, you got to play it like at least once, and probably also like at most once.
What's the deal with the lead singer of the Rembrandts? Like, what nationality is he?
No idea. I don't think I've ever seen
told
that.
you it was gone. Like, what accent is that supposed to be?
Does he sound like that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
think
doesn't.
so.
I think
I thought he
got
just
some
sounds like
messed
a
up
normal
memories.
guy.
Job's a
Yeah.
joke, you broke, your love life the old way. Like, I
That's
don't
the way
know
they
where.
should have done it.
What
I
the,
think, but
I don't know where he's meant to be from.
I think he just sounds like kind
it's
of.
American.
It just sounds sort of normal to me.
It's like you're
In
always.
fact, I
stuck
don't
in
think he's doing
second
that
gear.
at all.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's
for
not.
Sure.
No, he's not.
Listen
You're
closely.
actually-
No,
You're
listen.
loco.
I mean, I heard it 3 times like a month ago.
Yeah, I know, but you weren't listening closely. You
Oh, that's
just
true.
heard it was on, and you were just like, oh yeah, this song. But like, if you listen closely,
Crank it. Yo,
Yeah.
turn it up.
and if
Plus,
you
I
listen to
can't-
it backwards as well, it's got some subliminal messages in there as
Yeah,
well. or
yeah.
not
If you
quite
listen to
so
it backwards,
subliminal.
you'll be there for them.
Yeah.
I can't watch Friends anymore because Chandler's canceled.
If you play the "I'll Be There for You" backwards, it changes the lyrics and it says, "I hope the guy who invented the Egg McMuffin is up in heaven."
I hope the guy who invented the egg
Yeah, Chandler's canceled because he keeps saying he thinks Keanu Reeves should be dead instead
He
of
didn't
Rivers
say.
Phoenix.
What?
He didn't
say that.
He's like, he's like, no, he said for his book, he's
Nobody
like,
would say that.
no.
He said if one of them had to be dead, why
Yeah,
couldn't it
he's
be
always
Keanu
saying-
Reeves?
He didn't
It's-
even say that. There's
He
no
did,
way
he
anyone
did.
says that.
No, he said, why are we, it was like, you know, we're stuck with, I don't know what the
Sean.
quote is. It's bad, Sips. He did say, like,
Hey,
we
well,
got
okay.
Keanu Reeves
All
instead
right. Wait, okay, was this like recorded on somebody's phone when he was drinking with one other
of...
person
No,
or
it's
something?
like an interview for his
No,
new
yeah, it was in, like,
little
Esquire.
book.
Oh, come on! There's no way. Well, I mean,
I'm
I
tell-
think
yeah.
if he's getting canceled for that, he deserves it. Because that was
What's
a
the
dumb
actual
thing to
quote?
say.
Can somebody post the actual quote?
Why do original
I'm not-
thinkers like
I'm-
Heath Ledger and River Phoenix have to die while Keanu Reeves still walks amongst us?
Come
Yeah.
on! You
Really, the first part of the sentence, sure. The second part of the sentence, as his publicist, I would say does not have to be there.
Yeah.
Like Keanu Reeves, literally, he didn't even do anything in the to provoke his ire in the first
Yeah,
place.
he's considered one of the sweetest guys in, like, Hollywood, period.
Every Keanu Reeves story, I'm not saying, because I don't know if he's a nice guy, but every story is like, after the production of The Matrix 2, Keanu Reeves bought everybody on the crew their own house.
No, it's Harley's, but yeah.
He bought Harleys for
House,
everybody?
honestly.
For like the stunt crew or whatever, yeah.
Holy shit. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, I think Keanu Reeves is kind of inspired by Mr. Beast a little bit. But I say Mr. Beast is
You
like
watched
more
one
of
of
a
his
hero.
videos,
Yeah.
Did Mr. Beast buy Harleys for all of his
No, but
his
apparently
guys, too?
he gave 100 people, he cured them of blindness.
He did cure,
Oh.
pay for the surgery to cure 1,000 people's blindness.
Oh, 1,000.
Jesus. And did it work?
Mm,
I watched a video. I just saw the
you gotta
thumbnail.
watch the video to find out.
Oh shit. Does anybody have the Coles notes for that one?
I think it worked, yeah.
Oh my god. Well, I mean that's pretty good though, right?
I mean, I support it. It is like there's something very Black Mirror about like something so heartwarming like that, but then the thumbnail is him like with his mouth open and then like
Yeah.
a kid with his
Yeah.
eyes wide open with tears coming down his face. But
Yeah.
I think it's like objectively good for society, although it's also easy to be a little, I don't know, cynical about it. Let me put it this way: there's worse things you could be doing on YouTube, I guess.
Yeah, I like crushing skills with a hydraulic press.
Now that guy's a hero.
What Did he cure some blindness as well while he was crushing, or just
If
crushing?
anything, he's probably caused a little bit of
Yeah,
blindness
the
using the hydraulic
shards
press.
of Skittles just getting shot out.
Oh
Right
my
into
god,
your
this one's
cornea.
crazy. Is there a way to get a hole-in-one on this? Oh shit.
This is just an average day driving in Vancouver, honestly.
I don't think you can hole-in-one this one, right? Oh, maybe you can actually. Just gotta get lucky.
Oh,
Once it goes into the tube. Oh, you can't even.
Let's go.
But you can get such a good bounce here. Oh wait, do you have to use the portal things?
no, if anything, I think you might want to avoid them.
Oh no! Shit. I didn't realize that corner was rounded.
Yo. My dad sent him, he's scanning all these old photos. He sent one of me when I'm a kid. It's a recognition certificate. Michael Fox, who demonstrated love and understanding in his or her relationship with his fellow peers. There you go.
Nice. When did you get
That's
that?
does the citizenship
I look
award?
I look like I'm probably like 6 years old in that photo. And I got a Mr. Beast smile. Not actually, my eyes are closed. I'm blind.
Do I have any Am I the Asshole stories for NL? No, well I guess the one where I didn't pay the charitable donation thing at the zoo.
I think you're not the asshole.
Okay, good.
I also think that the other person's not really the asshole either.
No,
I think
no,
the
I think
institution of the zoo is the asshole.
I think the whole thing was just kind of funny, but maybe not so funny for the guy who didn't get commission for the charitable
Aren't you
thing.
already making a charitable donation just by going to the zoo? Like, isn't that
in itself?
that a charity of some
I think
sort?
it is, yeah. I think.
Or
it's
is it
meant
just
to
a
be, but
business? I don't know.
Man, I don't know. Listen, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go do this sponsored,
yeah.
this sponsored thing. But
What's it for?
it's an Nvidia sponsorship, but we're playing Overwatch 2 in a tournament against one German person. We have a
the
full
guy
team
from
of 5,
Physical 100.
and we're playing against one guy. It looks like, and even on his team, they just filled in the whole team with just his name. So I don't know what's going on.
Did he get cloned?
Maybe. Or maybe he's just really good and he doesn't need any teammates to kick our asses.
I bet Mr. Beast is gonna clone some people.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do you think if he manages to pull it off and it works, somebody will do a tweet one day saying that I hope Mr. Beast is up there
Eating
getting his
fully loaded pizza or something.
I'm not comfortable applying this joke to living people because they still have plenty of time left to be
We only disrespect the dead here.
The guy who invented the Egg McMuffin is not about to, say some messed up stuff like, why does Keanu Reeves still walk amongst us? So I feel like it's okay for us to wish him well.
No, that's okay. Sorry, it didn't. There's a line I didn't mean to cross it. Sorry.
So it happens to everybody.
Sorry about that. I'm sorry. All right, guys. Good gaming, and I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Peace.
Later.
Bye.
Yeah, later.
Bye. All right, chat. I better go and do this. I got to get set up for this. I also need to go do a little PP. I got to go take a little break. I got to go do a PP. Also, I got to make my daughter's bed because she's poor thing. She's still got lots of sores that are like a little bit weepy. It's mostly from scratching them. When she's sleeping, she scratches them, and then it's like it looks like she's been attacked by a cat in her bed in the morning when she wakes up. But I gotta go make her bed quick before she actually goes to bed. So give me like 5 minutes. I'll go do that, and I'll be right back, and then we'll get set up and we'll do this tournament. We're playing with G, Ravs, Strippin, and Kiwo. I've never met Kiwo.